You're tired now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, we're standing on my head for half hour.
I know.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Dave, when you was upside down, I thought it was one of these fly on the wall ones, you know, or fly on the ceiling anyway.
Fly on the ceiling, yeah. I was. Are we all well?
Yes.
I've got something to say about that, I'm afraid. I've had a bit of a shock within the last week. I had to go to the eye hospital because the optician wasn't very happy with either of my eyes. And I've been told that I shouldn't drive anymore.
Oh dear, yeah.
Which has come as a bit of a shock, to be honest.
Oh yes.
Did they say why you couldn't?
I've had one cataract done.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the other one done. But he's mainly concerned about these mini strokes I've had.
Oh no.
He's read the letters and he thinks I'm not capable of making decisions quickly. So if I had to make a decision while I'm driving, I could have an accident. Because I drive, I mean, I'm lucky because living with the family, I've given them so many lifts in the past that they owe me, really. So
it's a reciprocal thing now, isn't it?
I've got no shortage of people who can drive me, but it's just that, well, as you'll all appreciate, it's the loss of independence.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I agree. Yes. It is.
So, yeah, I mean, I shall still, I would like to still belong to the Bournemouth club. I can't say about Wimborne. I'll go to as many meetings once you start meeting again, wherever that is. I shall start, I'll start to try and come along.
Yeah.
That's such a shame. Such a shame.
It's so annoying, you know.
Whereabouts do you live, Bill?
I live in Verwood. So for the Wimborne club, there's probably people that might go through Verwood, I'm not sure. But for the Bournemouth club, if I can get here on the bus, I will. And then I shall ask my dear wife to come and pick me up at the end.
Well, if your dear wife can't, I'll do it somewhere on your back or forwards or something.
Well, it's a long way, Dave.
Well, I'm not doing anything, am I?
We can all help.
Yeah. Hi, Barry.
Hello, Barry.
So,
Marie.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Marie.
That's a bit of a Bill, yeah. Have you? What about you thought? What about an alternative means of transport? Perhaps a motorbike.
A motorbike. Well, I used to ride a motorbike.
Well, he said you couldn't drive, so.
But I can't ride a motorbike either, sadly.
Oh.
The only thing I could ride is a
horse?
You know, a disability scooter that looks like a motorbike. That'll be right.
Well, my hubby before he died, he had a mobility scooter, and he got one of the bigger, powerful ones, and he was gone. Once he got that, mate, he was gone. He loved it.
Did he like it?
His freedom again, you see.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably,
that was his freedom.
When the time comes, you know. But at the moment, I want to walk more. I've got to get my fitness level up.
Yeah.
And I'm safe walking. I can't run over anybody when I'm walking.
Well, I'll tell you something. If it's anything like me, 2 weeks ago, I was walking in the park and 2 dogs bowled me over. So
no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you badly hurt, Pam, or you're all right?
It was my knee. I just finished the hospital now. They've treated it and it's now nearly right. So yeah, nasty place on my knee. But now, but it was the shock. They came up behind me.
Yeah. Did you get any sympathy from the dog's owners?
You know, something.
Usually you don't.
You didn't. No. She just said, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you was in the way.
And I was sort of sitting there thinking, So am I. So am I.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no. So watch them, their dogs.
Well, I've got a dog, so we've got a dog in the family.
Yeah.
So, but she tends to pull a bit sometimes.
Yeah.
But I've got to resign myself to walking with a walking stick now, just for the stability of it, you know.
Yeah.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other annoying thing is that since I had the last mini stroke, I can't remember how to edit videos anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of little steps to take there, isn't there?
Yeah.
And you've only got to, you know, if you can't sort of remember one step, you've snookered, aren't you?
Yeah.
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 No, so there we are. I'm not going to give in to it. I'm going to try and keep trying to do it, you know.
And keep trying to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got to be able to. I've got to stretch my brain a bit as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, apart from that, I'm all right.
That's good.
Barry.
I was going to say, if you write things down, that's very good to remember things. I write it all down all the time, and I find that's very easy to just refer to and work my editing from there.
Right, that's a good idea.
Oh, my son does, and he's only 48. He writes everything down.
Yeah. Yeah, so there we are.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is sad.
While we're talking about people and not being well, I had an email from Jack Strong's daughter, and Jack's not very well at the moment. He's got vascular dementia, and she asked if I could ask around if anybody might want to have a look at some of his equipment and possibly purchase it. I said, well, what we'd need first of all is a list of the equipment with the makers' names and model numbers, so that we can see what it is. From memory, Jack had quite a good collection, but it was old, old equipment. Yeah, he never got into the computer age. So, I mean, all his editing was done with a sort of like a video tech kind of editor and one of the old style titlers. So I think he had two of those. And one or two other bits and pieces. Anyway, I'm in touch with her, and I said I could always ask if anybody at the Wimble Club might like some old equipment. I mean, some of the cameras, you can use them as rewinders when you're doing a bit of film editing. You know, say wear on your own camera.
Yeah.
But that's about all. I mean, you couldn't really use the equipment to make films these days, I don't think, which is such a shame. Yeah. But anyway, I ask her if he's well enough. Sometimes people come and go a bit. That pass on our regards, and we're thinking of him. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. But I hadn't heard from him for about 2 or 3 years, and I did wonder whether he was still with us. So
well, I hadn't heard anything.
To me, it was a nice surprise that he was still about.
Yeah, I thought he passed away before.
Yeah. Well, I always used to get a Christmas card from him, but
I did.
Didn't hear anything for some time. But,
oh dear.
Yeah.
Where are you today, Barry? What castle is that behind you?
I spent the afternoon on the beach, and I had a bit of spare time. I thought I'd knock a castle up.
Oh, it's a sand castle.
It's a sand castle. Yeah.
How did you come back?
From Guatemala in Costa Blanca, where the chap does it all the time, and has these fantastic figures and castles, and people throw money down, you know, to keep it going.
Yeah.
Quite what they can do.
Yeah. So you're in the sand.
You're in the sand. Just changing the subject a minute. Did you, Max, by any chance, get any luck with the getting in touch with anybody with the club premises at Cullen's?
with the, sorry.
Did you have any luck with getting anybody about Pelhams?
No. I searched around and the messages for email or whatever, it seemed to be a mixture of an email address and a website address, and neither would work.
That's what
neither would work.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to.
I've got another name.
Oh, have you?
I got another name. I tried online, but I didn't have a lot of time. It's David Brown.
Yeah.
He's a Lib Dem representative from Bearwood.
Yeah.
He is the chairman of the Pelhams committee.
Ah.
Oh, right.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm going to a funeral next week, and they're having their sort of remembering Marion in Pelhams in the hall.
Right.
Main hall. So what I might do is see and find out how you get hold of the key, or how you can get in.
Yes.
But
okay.
that I've looked for him, and I haven't been able to find an email address or a phone number. But yeah, so he's the committee. He's the committee in Pelhams.
Don't you find these days that everybody of importance and every firm seems to be hiding behind email addresses? You can't get anybody by phone. They don't answer if the phone does work. But most of the time there's no phone number listed or address.
No.
There's just a squiggle of figures and numbers, and you're supposed to contact them that way.
Mm.
And that doesn't work most of the time.
No. But just a little update.
Thank you, Pam.
Like these contractors, I mean, they never put their address on the vans. It's just an email number and a telephone number.
Yeah, that's so that when the job goes wrong and you try to complain, you don't know how to get to them.
That's right.
You just don't answer the number, and you're stuck.
Not real emails.
You can't get through to anybody.
The trouble is, you can't always read it quick enough, can you, before they drive away, neither?
Well, they're too long. You could always remember an address or whereabouts they were, but now, unless you can comprehend all these long numbers and strings and things, you don't know. You can't do it. Right, I've got one or two other little announcements. We've had an email from a company that they're setting up, and they want anybody that's got skills in animation. They're making an 80-minute film called The Adventures of the Sleepy Magic Bear, and they want it out for next Christmas. Is it ambitious? 80 minutes with amateurs on animation. Crikey. Anyway, they want 3D animators and visual effects artists. Somebody who can key out green screen and use transparent animation. You can have an immediate start. They'd welcome any help one can give. There'll be no pay, but you'll get a name on the credit list. It's like setting up Walt Disney Studios, isn't it? To an 80-minute film. There'd be a job to get a 10-minute film done, really. Anyway, that was one. Another one is called Aesthetica. This Aesthetica, there's a short film festival coming up. And on this short film festival, there's a possibility of winning £5,000 of cash prizes. But you competed with people for BAFTAs, Hijack Visionary Film Awards, the People's Choice Award, and get your name in the Aesthetica magazine. It's quite a big thing, and I have a feeling that it'll be mostly professional and semi-professional people putting in on that one. They did it last year, and I started to get interested, but it sounded so complex and so detailed. I mean, just they got 12 genres to make a film about. You can do advertisements or animation, artist films, comedy, dance, documentary, drama, fashion, music video, thriller, or experimental. And you know, it's going to be a pretty high standard, so I decided that we wouldn't circulate that one. But you know of it anyway now.
Thank you.
Another thing, I don't know if you know, in the recent week, Keith was, he started to offer Bournemouth Film Library a copy of his trilogy, the latest films that he's done of a Bournemouth year. And it's a good, interesting film, and it really gives you a good, detailed look at the Bournemouth seaside and countryside through 2019 and 2020, all the seasons. But he went down there and started talking to them, and then when he phoned me, I said, "Have you considered the copyright implications?" And he said, "Well, no, not really." I said, "Well, you don't want to just give it all away. You never know. You might just lose it, or somebody might use it for all sorts of purposes." So we started to make inquiries about anybody that knows about copyright. And really, all the inquiries funneled me back to the Wessex Film Archive in Winchester. And they do a copyright course, which is really designed for students putting the work in. Or they'll do a discussion that you can go across, and they'll discuss what you're trying to do, and they'll tell you the copyright implications of that particular thing, rather than trying to understand the whole issue from A to Z. So I've sent them an email suggesting that Keith and I, or Keith, can get across and discuss the copyright issues. And also Keith has agreed, he said he wouldn't mind letting them have a copy of his film, his 3 films, for the Wessex Film Archive.
Idea,
which is a sort of thing that's dipped into by any TV company or any other company that's making a film of a period or a time, and they contact the archive and say, "What have you got?" And then they use that. So you know, it might lead to other things. So I've only sent it off this afternoon, so I'll let you know how that progresses and how we get on with the Wessex people.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Years ago, when I was in Bournemouth and New Forest movie makers, we had a talk from David Lee of the Wessex Film Archive.
Yes.
That might be something we could ask if they would come and do a talk to us at some stage.
Yeah, I think they're a sort of commercial organisation, so they would probably give a talk and they'll stipulate the cost of it at the time you discuss it. I don't think they'll do anything for free. I mean, we have contacted, we've had them at the Bournemouth Club a couple of times. Once they did a talk, and another time a talk and a film show, and a second time they just did a film show. There's some of the scenes right around Christchurch and Bournemouth, going back through in the past. People have filmed it on the old cine films. So that was quite an interesting evening. But I have tried to contact them since then, a few years ago now though. But the prices for somebody coming and giving a talk, and the prices even for hiring the films, were going up each time we asked them. So they sort of priced themselves out of the market, really. But they've got a good archive, and I have done a separate deal with them with some cine film of Francis Chichester coming back from his first round the world trip, coming into Bewley and coming in at the jetty, and they saw a rush of that and they snapped it up. They said that's absolutely brilliant, just what they're looking for. And they were very pleased for the lady that submitted that, and gave her a super copy they made from this video, from this cine, because they've got all the special equipment and they can make a nice copy, and a sort of certificate and a keepsake and a nice letter of thanks.
Fairly easy to.
Yeah, so That's the Wessex Film Archive. So that's in the pipeline as well.
Okay.
I think that's probably all. That's enough to be getting on with anyway.
Okay, thanks, Max.
Oh,
Okay.
Max, by the way, I've got rid of these Syriac films.
Oh yeah, that was one other thing. I opened up the emails today, and we got a bit of a rebuke from the Syriac people. I haven't read it properly, so I've got to have another look, but I'm getting facts and figures together. They said that how did we enjoy all the films when we bought the DVD set, and but somebody has spotted that these films are now online, and Bournemouth Video Club is there. Their name is putting them online. So I shall answer that tomorrow to say that we've withdrawn them from the posting forthwith, which Dave has just said he's done. And I've got the facts. I did actually ask permission, and I asked how it could be done, and they answered and told us how to put it online. So you know, we did try and go through the right procedures. But I'm hoping it was just a mild rebuke, and we can say, well, yeah, oh, sorry about that. Trouble is, you see, we put it on in all good faith, thinking that if it goes in under the Bournemouth Video Club umbrella, there's very few people from our knowledge searching through our website, because we don't get many sort of hits, or we don't get many people asking about us. So we assume people aren't looking. And of course, as we put them on site, on the line, we'd had all sorts of illness and COVID and goodness knows what. And instead of having an evening looking at the films, it got a bit scrappy, and we looked at a film here and a film there, and we never really finished. So we just left them available, which maybe was a mistake. But I'm sure we'll cover all that up, and it'll be all okay.
Did we make them public?
Yes, I think that was one of the failings, Colin. I made them public.
Well, the trouble is, if you don't do that, it seems as though you can't see anything. I mean, every time we don't make it into a public zone, you find that you can't, nobody else can have a look at it with you. There obviously is a way, but I haven't found a way yet. In fact, I made a mistake putting my competition entry in with Colin, and I had to put it in as public, otherwise we wouldn't have seen it tonight.
Hmm.
So I think part of the problem is our online skills in using YouTube, Zoom, and all the rest of it. You know, we don't know enough. We don't know enough about it. There's more cleverer people than us scouring the system to see what they can find.
Well, I think most of the films that we put on YouTube, I don't think anybody else seen them, would they? They're not really.
Well, no, that's right. I mean,
that private, are they?
We assume that if we put an entry in, well, we used to put a tick on the form that we put in with them, that the club could show them anywhere and send copies around to other clubs or whatever. So, you know, it was on the open circuit anyway, if you put an entry in. So we never minded as club members. But perhaps some of these other people who might be semi-professional might get a little bit snooty about it. Anyway, we shall see. I'm sure there'll be no problem. So that's the secretary's report.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Okay. Are we ready to see any competition entries? How many entries did we get, Colin?
I don't know exactly, because I don't know if I need to ask how many people have got entries. I know Barry's got one, Jim's got one, you've got one, Max.
I've got one, but I haven't put it. I can't get it onto the club's website.
Okay.
So I have to
On
upload it.
video.
Can you put the link
I
into?
can put it in the chat. I can put it in the chat thing.
So shall we start with Marie then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Hang on. I just have to log on though.
Barry, I noticed on the on the Bournemouth Video Club website, your entry was abandoned. I don't know why.
No, I didn't do anything to do that.
No, we because I helped you kind of put it on to start it going on there, but I noticed it's not actually didn't actually finish. So we need to try and get your link from you now, if you can, in a minute, Barry.
Okay, well, it is on YouTube, so I
It's
can
on
probably
your
do the
YouTube,
same
isn't it?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try and get your link from you in a minute.
Okay.
How are you getting on, Marie?
Is it YouTube Creator Studio?
You,
It's just loading that up, and then I'll probably be able to get the link off of that.
yeah. So if you can open up the film that you're going to there, and at the bottom on YouTube, at the bottom you've got share. If you click that, it will tell you what the link is. You can copy that then. You following what I'm saying?
So how would I find that?
So if I share my
Share my screen. Okay.
I'll share. If I'll show you what I want you to do.
Yeah.
On my screen a minute. Bear with me. YouTube. Hang on a minute. Oh yeah, I know. No, cancel that a minute. Go back to that again. If I click there, like this video,
Yeah.
and then at the bottom here, once it opens.
Now, while we're all together,
If
I've
you
had
see
a request from Steve
through
from the Wimborne Video
let me just
Club.
pause this a minute. You see the share button there?
Yeah.
You press that.
Yeah.
It gives you the link.
Oh, okay. I can. Yeah.
Then you can copy that.
Yeah.
Paste it into the chat.
Okay. Okay.
Stop sharing now.
Right. There it is. Hang on. Right. Back to Zoom. Into the chat. Into chat. And then. I think that's right.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
When everybody's ready, shall we view that one?
Okay.
So we know what the rules are. It's got to be less than 6 minutes. Hopefully at least 2 tracks of music, and we judge it on the music quality, suitability of the music to the video, basically, isn't it?
Something like
that. So when you're ready, I'm going to mute everybody.
Good.
Put your thumbs up when you're finished and unmute yourself. All right. Okay. Those who have finished, do you want to unmute yourselves? I see Pam still muted at the moment, or was. Pam's still muted. Have you finished, Pam?
Pam, you're still muted.
Yeah.
Well done.
I pressed the wrong button.
I don't know whether you're still watching it or not. That's the trouble.
No, I wasn't, but I did press the wrong button when I come out of it, and I thought, oh sugar, what am I gone into now?
Now I've got an entry from Jim. I just need to get the link for this one. Bear with me a minute. And I'll put that into there. If we do that one, this one next. So I've just put Jim's into the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Has everybody got that?
Yep.
Yep.
So again, if we mute, I'll mute everybody again.
Yeah.
Okay, when you finish, unmute yourself or put your thumb up. Okay. See you.
Okay.
That's good, Jim.
You like it, did you?
Yeah, did like that.
What a little sweetie, isn't he?
He's our great grandson, first one.
Oh, wait, is it?
Really? How old is he now?
Coming up to 3, I think.
Oh gosh,
Mm,
they
lovely
grow
age.
so quick.
Mm.
We don't see him because of this lockdown. We haven't seen him for about 18 months, 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah, we're the
that's a
same.
shame, isn't it?
Is a
He
shame.
lives in Hastings.
Oh my word.
Mm.
Bill,
Long
you're
time
still
they grow.
muted at the moment. Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. Bill's that's it, Bill. All right.
Yeah, all finished.
Yeah, good. Everybody's back then. Okay.
Yep.
Have we got another entry? Barry, how are you getting on with? Can you find your link?
Yeah, so I'll have to go to YouTube and
Yeah.
go to share and then copy and paste onto the chat.
Yeah, if you can do that.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, but I
I'll,
don't know why it didn't.
I'll attempt.
Unless it was copyrighted music. Although it pasted, you did it into your YouTube channel, all right, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, it was all right. Yeah, I'm searching for it at the moment.
I didn't notice on a couple of mine that they can't be played in certain countries. Afghanistan and somewhere like that mustn't play them.
I had issues with the one in this country. You can't put some music on, but other music you can.
Yeah, but they still put them on, didn't they? They put them on. Or
Yeah,
not?
yeah, but you can only do it on unlisted. Otherwise, they'll put adverts or something, or they'll remove it completely.
Oh, right.
Hmm. I don't think I could publicly list it though.
Okay, I think I'm in.
No, not yet.
I've got it down the bottom here.
No, press
No, nothing.
press return, Barry.
Oh,
That's it. Well done.
Yeah, we got it.
With it.
All right.
Are we ready to roll?
Yeah, I'll mute everybody and obviously let unmute yourself when you're finished. All right.
Yeah.
go.
Hello, anybody there? This is Grumpy speaking, and he's asked me to make a little film about my garden. Hello, anybody there? This is Grumpy speaking, and he's asked me to make a little film about my garden. Now, I wouldn't why they call me Grumpy. I live here with my
That's Barry, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't stop it.
Why they call me Grumpy?
That's the trouble with gnomes, Barry.
We live
Stop them.
I better quickly go back to YouTube.
Charmers Road in Bournemouth, Dorset. It's not a very big garden. Oh, well, here's Happy. Dopey. Daisy. Winky. Sleazy.
Who's got it running then?
Footy.
I can't
He used to
stop
play
it.
for Bournemouth, you know, but he's got a lovely cherry shirt to prove it. Oh, it's a magical musical garden, you know, because when all
Barry, if you can't stop it, we can as well watch it, haven't we?
here, for example,
How do you stop
our
this
lovely
living thing?
Lucy.
Go back to Barry.
I've been back to YouTube and I can't stop it there.
Or just pause it anyway.
Hey,
Now, our master is
Well.
very keen on mirrors. He says he
well, I've
puts
been
them
to
round the
YouTube
garden
and I
and makes the
paused it and
garden
it
look
didn't
bigger.
stop.
Oh, and here comes our little friend Felix the Frog. He plays a beautiful cello.
Any ideas?
Put a plug out.
Can you not close YouTube altogether, Barry?
Well, I'll try. I did do it. Well, look at
Now, our master's a bit of an arty type, and so he thought he'd
Get
build a
onto it
stage
again.
for us. So he got
Catch
these
him on the
concrete
head.
blocks and put them down like that. Then he got a few tiles and put them again. And then he made some pictures and got it some museum. Oh, here he is. I know the word. He called it a mosaic.
No, when I go to the film, I've done it.
We're all so lucky we got a little chat now.
Yes.
Really
Get
nice.
off your fool.
Some people hate it.
I don't know how to stop this living thing.
But wait
It's
till
got
you
pause
really
on it.
YouTube, I put it on pause.
Put it on pause.
I did. It didn't make any difference.
We've also got Peter.
Oh,
He's really soothingly on the panpipes.
Are you sure it's your one? Has anybody else got it running?
I mean, I haven't got it now. When I go back to YouTube, I go to the actual film and I put it on pause. It still keeps going.
Perhaps someone else has got it running. That seems to have stopped, has it?
I've just muted Barry.
Oh,
Lovely tittles.
Not Barry.
Again.
Somebody else got it running.
For somebody else's.
Is it gone? Is it gone? Yes.
We got some larger mirrors.
Oh no.
And in the corner of this one, you'll see there's a little trumpet playing. You should hear our trumpets
Oh,
play.
yeah.
Supposing you leave the meeting, if you leave the meeting and come back to it.
Was that the answer? Well, I'll leave it if you like.
Wait, stopped.
I'll leave.
No, no. It's stopped now.
it was Barry's then. Oh, it's still going. Must be somebody else.
Oh, there's one other little friend.
Oh dear.
The gnomes have got Barry, I suppose.
I've muted Pam. Pam, unmute yourself again.
Well, bass players, we got a set of
Pam.
I've unmuted. Let
they'd
me
like to
turn this
place
down.
it now for a final performance.
Let's get this volume down. Right.
Is YouTube still playing in the background on yours, Pam?
Oh, it's playing really loud on mine. Yes.
Come in.
So I thought you'd like our garden and a look round. So this is Grumpy saying bye-bye for now. And I look forward to seeing you down in Dorset sometime. Bye. Bye.
Grumpy.
Well, we're looking forward to that film when it comes up.
Oh dear.
Wait.
You lost Barry there.
Did Barry kind of go out and to come back again?
Well, that was
Yeah.
the idea.
Yeah. Max and Dave, have you got entries? I know Max has got an entry, haven't you, Max?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you want to, while we wait for Barry to come back in, do you want to sort out your YouTube link for the chat?
There. Ouch.
I can't see Barry come back yet, but there he is.
No, he needs to get the email back, doesn't he?
Okay. He's just come. I'll just let him back in again.
There he is.
We'll wait for the audio.
That's my one I've put in the chat box from me to everyone.
Oh yeah, well done, Dave.
Muted.
Are you back, Barry?
Yeah, it's back.
Muted.
Barry, with a confession to make.
Right.
It was Pam.
Oh.
Oh, was it?
It was Pam.
Oh, she's still running.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's all gone now, though.
But we're waiting for we'll be eager to wait to hear Grumpy come up again.
All right. Eat for the next competition.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're watching
Anyway,
Dave now. aren't we?
Dave's put a link into the chat now.
Yeah.
Have you got it, Barry?
Yes, I have.
So does everybody want to look at Dave's film now? If I mute everybody?
Okay.
Yeah.
neither of them could tell the difference. Until luckily, we ran into an expert, so of course we had to persuade her to try the test. Actually, she didn't take very much persuading.
Indeed.
Back, you know what I mean?
I hedged my bets with that one. I thought it would appeal to Bill and Max.
Yep, I'm here.
Thought it appealed to you, Bill and Max.
Am I the only one that's got
Going again, is it?
Barry's film coming in?
Yeah, I can hear background music. Not me this time.
Get stuck in, boys. They're having a wonderful time.
Oh, it is one of my films again.
The last picture for you to remember. Can you imagine doing this? I think I prefer our English customs.
Any ideas, Colin? It is my film.
That's Pam. I think Pam's still looking at YouTube, I think.
Yeah, it's on another on YouTube film.
Yeah, I've just muted Pam. And it's searching Pam again. Sorry. Can you close YouTube, Pam?
Right, I'm unmuted.
No, it's another. That's another one of my films.
Today we are enjoying musical sounds from instruments and voices being played in China. Some may seem strange to
Pam,
Western.
can you close YouTube?
Let us start with the percussion department. They do like banging things.
Are you getting all this?
Yeah.
We're hearing.
Are you getting all of Barry's film?
Yeah. Oh, you've got them on.
You've got it on, haven't you?
Pam?
Now I've got Dave's.
Somehow it's going from my YouTube one to the other. Any ideas, Colin?
Pam, I've had to mute you again. I think your YouTube is still playing in the background. Is Pam? Can you hear me? I've muted you because your YouTube's still playing in the background.
Come on then.
If I turn it down, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Colin. The music is so loud. No, I can't hear you.
Sound comes from hoof, invented in the 6th
Can you
century.
close your YouTube?
Box is ebony with snake skin stretched across it. The string is made of silk. Our first player was rather bored playing in a tea house.
It's Pam, isn't it? Because when you play on YouTube, it stops. Thank you for all this exposure, Pam.
you'll have to stop YouTube.
You close your YouTube, please.
Hang on, Colin. I'm going to turn the volume up a bit so I can hear you. Woo! Right. I can only hear this music. It's so loud. I wish I could lip read, Colin. Woo!
Get off YouTube.
Can I close YouTube please?
What a
I'm
good
not on
idea.
YouTube.
We see a doctor or Chinese that
I'm not on YouTube.
In the background.
It's in the background, but I haven't got it on the screen.
No. Have you got it behind you?
Have a look. I'll have a look. Just a minute. No. No, it's I don't know how to get into YouTube because
I think it's still playing in the background.
when we arrived in London, we went round the castle, walked round the city.
shall I go out and come in
What to
again?
see was the elephant that roams the streets.
The
oldest musical sound from China. Walking along the riverside.
You'll have to type it so I can see what you're saying.
Earliest, made from bone,
YouTube,
7,000
YouTube.
years old. Here is a dizzy flute, made from bamboo.
Unless you can go to share screen.
Suona is a type of
You want to share your screen
dance,
so we can see what we're doing?
raspberry, which the sound
Colin,
Yeah.
I'll go out and come in again. I'm not in YouTube. And when I pull the screen down, YouTube is not there. So I don't quite know. I don't know where YouTube is. Hang on, I'm going to come out. Hang on, I'm going to leave the meeting a minute.
Oh, you're gone quiet.
Yeah, Pam's come back in again. But I think she's got YouTube playing in the background somehow, but she can't work out where to get it.
Yeah.
Sorry about this.
It's all right.
It's entertaining.
Yeah. Max, do you want to get
Yes.
your link ready?
Yeah. Well, I can't put it on, so can you put it on for me, Colin?
Oh yeah, of course you did send it to me, didn't you? So
Yeah.
just bear with me then.
Go out again. Come on.
Marie, back is she?
Come on then. Yes, go.
What's Marie doing?
Chasing the cat.
Looking for you.
I've put Max's link into the YouTube. We'll just wait for Pam to join us again.
Right, and Marie. What's she doing with the cat? Don't put it in the microwave.
Does anyone know how I can get my face back? I can't get it back.
Okay.
Have you used vanishing cream, Pam? I mean, Ray.
Have you got a button stop video at the bottom?
Is that one? It says start video.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
It could be.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know if my cat squished the keyboard or something.
Yeah. You'll have to do something with your cat, won't you? Tie its feet together or something.
He gets terrible. He wants to keep coming in all the time. He wants to be fed, but he has so much to eat. But they're so cheeky. They want more.
I think you've had a cataclysm.
What?
A cataclysm.
Bloody hell. Have ointment for that, don't you?
Oh, that's how you get that back.
Pam's gone to bed, has she?
I've just sent him out again.
Just wait.
He'll be back.
Rejoin us if we can.
Wonder where the gnomes have gone. They're probably in that castle, I should think.
Well, it's been entertaining tonight, hasn't it?
Oh, very.
You never know what's going to happen next.
Been a runaway success.
Did you recognise those places, Bill? In the Somme? You? Bill?
Do you?
Did you recognise those places in the Somme?
Did I recognise?
Yeah, the Somme.
The song, yes.
No, not the song. The Somme. The battlefield.
Oh, the Somme. Yeah, sorry, Dave. Yeah, yeah, I did. I've been to a lot of those places.
I thought that, that get me good points. I thought if you.
Yeah.
It appealed to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a train in for Max, so it'll be
yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting, Dave. Yeah.
I went there for I was passing through with the caravan we had, and I thought we'd spend a day there or a couple of days. I spent over a week.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful area, isn't it? Apart from the battlefields.
Yeah.
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 Really, I was really impressed with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that train, Max.
Yeah.
That's the one that takes all the munitions up to the front.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's what it was originally made for.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they would have had the steam engine on in those days, because that feather of steam and the black smoke from the chimney would have been a giveaway.
Yeah. Actually, what it did, it went along a certain way, then it changed to a diesel.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And I was filming. I was in the coach, in one of the coaches, and the guard come up to me and called me out. Well, I didn't know what he was talking about because he was French and I don't understand what he's talking about. Anyway, he called me out. I thought perhaps he didn't want me to film. So he took me to the front of the train and put me in the cab.
Oh, that was nice.
You can phone, like you can film from there. So I spent the next hour up in the front with a cab, in with the driver.
Did they give you a shovel?
No, the diesel. No, the diesel thing, or electric or something. They explained to me all what happened and what he touched and what he did and everything. Very informative, but it's all French though, wasn't it? So I didn't understand what he's talking about. He's saying me this knob, and he's telling me all about this here knob, and I don't know what I'm just smile sweetly.
Use your charm.
Yeah, I've got some good film up there though. Perhaps she has gone to bed.
Maybe she has.
I'm just going to give her a phone just to see whether it's coming back or not.
Well, don't wake her up.
Good knock on the door.
Yeah, it's past Pam's time, really.
Past bedtime.
Got the cocoa on.
So when are we going to see these gnomes then, Barry?
One?
When are we going to see the gnomes for the competition?
Well, I don't know. You've heard them.
Well, I've heard them.
Okay.
I've heard them and I've seen them.
I haven't seen them, but I heard them.
They'll be
Right
coming
away.
up sometime.
Okay.
Dave,
Yep,
we're going to see Steve at 10 o'clock in the morning
that's right.
on Zoom.
On Zoom, yes. Which actually be very interesting.
Unless you do a restart, something like that.
We're all having, well, Dave and I are having trouble with the backup system, and Steve is going to show us how to do it on the Zoom meeting.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay. And it just.
I tell you what, Barry. Well, both of you. You could give us a talk on that when you know what you're doing.
With the day.
When we know what we're doing.
Does the left hand know what the right hand is doing?
Tech talk number 4.
To watch. I can't really say to you, no, because you obviously haven't seen all the films. Yeah. No. It was entertaining. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you close down, it'll close it down anyway, won't it? So hopefully not. No. All right. Thanks for joining us anyway tonight, Pam. All right. Yeah, I will do. Yeah. Okay. All right. See you soon. All right. Bye. I don't know if everybody heard that or not. Pam's still having troubles with the music in the background, so she's going to shut down the PC, and she said it's a bit late now, so she won't rejoin us.
Right.
Okay.
And obviously she can't really judge because she's not seen all the films, so.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, so I put Max's link into the chat. Has everybody got that? The last one at 9:13.
Right, yes, we've got that.
All right, so if I mute you again.
I don't have Max's one.
Let me send it again then.
Okay. Thank you. I've got it now.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
have you been finished? Yes, I think everybody else unmuted. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's our entries for tonight. 5 of them. Nobody else has got any entry. So
that's not bad, is it? 5. There's only 7 of us.
very good, actually. Yeah, very good. Very good standard, actually. I thought very good.
Interesting range of subjects.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we're going to vote. But you can't vote for yourself. So can we go to each one in turn and say which one? Should we say 1, 2, and 3 for each person?
Yeah.
Who would like to start?
I'll start if you like. Number 1, I vote for Dave. Number 2 would be Barry. And number 3, Marie.
Okay, all right. Who would like to go next? Well, lady ought to be next, isn't it? Marie.
The lady needs to be next. Number 1, Dave. Number 2, Max. And number 3, Barry.
Okay, thank you, Marie.
Want me next?
Yeah, Dave, yeah.
I've got number 1, Barry, number 2, Jim, and number 3, Max.
Okay. Bill?
I've got number 1, Dave, number 2, Max, and number 3, Marie.
Okay. Barry?
I've got number 1 for Jim, 2 for Max, and 3 for Dave.
Okay.
Not mine.
Jim?
Yeah. 1 Marie, 2 Dave, and 3 Barry.
Okay. Well, I would have. I think I'm the one left, isn't it? So I would have gone Max, Dave, and Barry. I think.
Well, quite a mix there, isn't there?
Yes.
I thought they were all good. I thought they were all good. I thought we all got the idea.
Good standard, I thought.
I don't think there's a lot between them, to be honest.
No.
And my markings were quite close.
I've got that. Dave has got three 1s, 2 2s, and a third. Max has got 1 1, 3 2s, and a third. Barry has got 1 1, 1 2, and 3 3s. I think Dave has got it, to be honest with you. On that basis, would everybody agree on that?
I agree, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wholeheartedly. I did cheat, though, because I knew Bill would vote for me because it's all about the war, and Max, you know, because that's all about trains. So, not lose, really, can you?
Knowing your judges, isn't it?
I thought it was quite good. It was a good evening.
Entertaining, I think, isn't it?
They're all different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can I tell you? I'll tell you a funny story about mine. You noticed towards the end there was 2 shots of the mast and with the rigging down, the sails down, and you could see all the starlings on the boat. Now that was not the most starlings. There must have been about 10,000 of them. Now, I've never seen so many starlings, and they're all over. And at some stages, they're all so equally spaced it looked like part of the rigging. It wasn't until they flapped or flew away that you could see that it wasn't part of the boat. Well, I stood there, and I hadn't got my camera fired up ready. And when that other boat came in, all the starlings flew off. There was about 3 boats there. They all flew off. And they all flew past me. They all did a swoop down, and I was right in the middle of the flock. And I tell you what, it's deafening. and they were all coming by. I mean, if I'd have just shifted a few inches either side, I would have hit so many, you know. They just whooshed past, and I said, everyone left a little message on me. Because I was the target, and they'd all been eating blackberries, and I just got a new pair of trousers on. I hadn't worn any that day, and they were purple, spotty purple, and we put them through the wash. We put them through the wash 16 times to get the stain out, and when I tried to put them on, they shrunk.
That should have been part of your film.
I know. I could have made a fortune on YouTube if I'd have had the camera running.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I missed the chance of a lifetime. The others, those 3 others that you saw, 3 or 4 others on the quayside, they creased up with laughing. They could hardly stand in the end. They thought it was so funny. Fortunately, I've got a spare pair of trousers in the car, so I went and changed there and then. Well.
So Barry, I didn't realise that was at Puddletown.
Yes, yeah, very handy, really.
Yeah.
Only it's not somewhere that's sort of advertised. It's somewhere when you go on the motorway, you go off at Puddletown, and then it's signed around a few streets in the back of Puddletown. It's absolutely fabulous place. Bill knows it, don't you, Bill?
Yeah, I know it well. Yeah.
Is it the big house there, or is it somewhere else?
No, it's a private house, but
Private
it's just
house.
all these fantastic sculptures by the one man, and they're absolutely phenomenal.
You have the book, really.
Well, you have to now.
Yeah.
It was very good. I've been there twice. And they've got like a nice little cafe there too.
Yeah. We've all got a film of it, have we?
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't done one.
Really good.
So where
I think there's some.
Sorry, you carry on.
I was going to say, I think that some of the best sculptures I've seen all over the world, really. I think that it's really outstanding.
Yeah, I obviously didn't realise it was so close. So, Marie, where was yours filmed?
Most of it's in Muddyford, and then you've got Axmouth and Canada, and I think there's little bits around the Isle of Wight.
All right.
So it's basically Muddyford. It was something, basically I didn't have any film footage, and I came across the little folder I have, an archive folder, and in there had Muddyford, and it was all just boats. And then I thought, well, I'll find some more boats. And basically I haven't got any video footage because I haven't been out to get any new stuff.
No.
Good, though. Good.
I think that's why we said do the music to video, because hopefully people would have old footage to put music to.
Put together, yeah. When I was in on the Queen Mary too, that was when I was on the ship in Canada, and then obviously they've got the Canadian flag, and I went round. It's quite a nice angle to go around the Mary, actually.
I thought I recognised Muddyford to start with, but then I thought, well, why has he got Canadian flag, and how did they get into Muddyford?
Yeah,
it is Muddyford, but like I said, if I had to do 2 tracks, I had to find some more film footage, and I had the Canada bit and all the different ships and bits and bobs. It was just, like I said, it's something and nothing, really.
I thought the song was good. I've never heard that song before. Yeah, it was good, that song.
Yeah, it's like a country and western one. That's the one that got the copyright, but the Katie Mellior one didn't, and I couldn't understand why, because she would have had the copyright thing, and then I couldn't put it up, so it's on. It's not. You can't put it up publicly because of that reason. So obviously it's just listed in my channels. I'm surprised that Katie Mellior was not put on copyright.
Just seeing the liner there reminded me, a few days ago there was a rerun of Desert Island Discs. One of the subjects that day was the harpist that played, solo harpist on one of the Queens there, on the Kinnard liner, and she told a fascinating story about life aboard. especially going through the magic door into the staff quarters and the difference between the passenger side and the staff side.
So much difference between the captain's quarters, the staff quarters, and the crew quarters. Even like when you go and eat in the evenings, you are segregated into 3 sections depending on where you work. And then there was one instance I remember on the Victoria where our staff mess had been closed down for, I can't remember for what reason, and we were invited to go and eat in the captain's mess. And I'm not kidding, I had like roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, I had a prawn cocktail, trifle, there was all sorts there, but generally we wouldn't have had that if you were a staff. And then if you're a crew, you get less and less again. So it's quite interesting to see what you saw.
Yeah, interesting.
When I was working on the ships, we used to have the same food as the guests as well.
Oh, that was nice.
We could go and eat with the guests, so we had the same menu as the guests.
Oh,
It's quite nice when you do things on board, like a lecturer or a musician. You can eat with what the guests have.
My ships, a long time ago, probably 50 years ago, but they were divided into first class and second class.
I can imagine it actually.
The dress was different. You know, when we were playing in first class, we had to wear much smarter uniforms than we did when we played in the
other one. Yeah. It was good though on formal nights because we used to allow to sit with the passengers. You could eat food then, but it had to be after midnight, of course. And so we had like a King's Court buffet, and we used to go up there at 12 at night.
Yeah.
And yet all those ships are now, they're sitting in Bournemouth Bay still idling, aren't they?
They are still out there. I believe they're supposed to be going off in June, but I mean, anything can happen. But some of them have shifted around a bit more. And that was the Elizabeth that was I saw last year in the Isle of Wight. I saw the Elizabeth coming past the Spinnaker Tower in October last year, which was on one of those ones that goes in and out the harbour and Mac and anchors up at Weymouth.
I had a mate I was an apprentice with, engineer, and he finished his apprenticeship, then he got a job on the P&O. This is going back a long while, obviously, when I was an apprentice. On a P&O, then he did a couple of courses, then he became, I don't know, not a chief engineer, but one of the senior engineers. And apparently, he was allowed to wear the white suit and the gold braid and all that stuff, and mix with the passengers. And I said, what was that like? He said, can't go wrong, he said. He said, you just couldn't go wrong.
No.
Said they was flocking after you, all the women.
Everyone just likes them.
Because he was a good looking bloke as well. I did see him sometime afterwards, and he was going out with a duchess or something he'd found. Yeah. He got married to her. He married her, and she owned some oil wells or something. And he said, I've got an oil well to look after. So I said, what is that? He said, oh, I don't know, Saudi or somewhere. He said, I said, what you got to do? I always said, I haven't got to do anything. I've got an office in Mayfair. He said, they tell me how many barrels they've done, and I'll just write in a book. I said, I haven't got to go there. How you fall on your feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Strange, isn't it? How you meet people that from the past and they've got different paths they go on and what they do. I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
Some get the most amazing luck, don't they?
Yeah.
Chairman, wish you a good night. So I've got an early start in the morning. Hey, cheers. Bye.
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 Just another little thing. I don't know if anybody saw it in the Echo. Near where you was talking about Puddletown, is it? Where that lakes are?
Yeah.
A35 up there, they've got a sinkhole.
Yeah.
Did you see it? The big sinkhole in the road.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, on the A35. It was in the Echo.
Yeah.
When the Echo comes on the screen thing.
It looked quite big.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It looked, yeah, you'd have fallen down it, wouldn't you? A person would have, you know.
Well, they could lose a few cars down it.
Yeah, incredible, isn't it?
Out of interest, as you go past Beer Regis and you're on the way towards Puddletown, on the left, there's a road that runs parallel to that road.
That's right.
And just off there is a geological sinkhole, and it looks like an inverted volcano. It is huge. You get a few houses down there.
Oh.
And it's it was created, I don't know, tens of thousands of years ago, with the rain and glacial underground water rushing through, and it dissolved some of the limestone or something, and it produced this big sinkhole. It's quite a thing to see. You can find it on the Ordnance Survey map if you look for it. And there was a little stile nearby the road, and you could park your car and walk across, just a short walk across a field, and then go walk all around it and down it if you like.
Oh, would you find that on the Google Earth?
Yeah, well, you should do. You should see it on Google Earth.
Say, is it still there? It hasn't been filled in or anything?
Oh, no, it's not been filled in. It's too big to fill in. Well, you could use it as a corporation tip for many years. It is big. Yeah, but it's a natural thing that's just formed in the limestone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No water in it.
No water. But I tell you what, it's a funny feeling when you walk down it, standing near the bottom, because you're thinking, I wonder if there's any further depth to this sinkhole that I don't know about. And you scamper up the side and get a bit safer.
Oh, so you can get down a bit of it then.
Oh yeah, you can walk all around it and down it. Yeah.
I just thought, does it have a chain with a plug on the end of it?
I never found that.
There's another film there. Another film for you to make there, Max.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah.
How I lost my wife in the sinkhole.
Yeah. Well, there was that, and then you know the Agglestone near Studland. As you go, if you're at Studland and you look across towards the southwest, there's a huge boulder, and it used to stand. It used to balance on a little boulder, and it weighed many tons. And the way it was shaped underneath, it was shaped because of the direction of the raindrops coming, the rain driving in, and it gave it like a conical, almost like a conical base. And you thought, how the hell does that balance like that? And it had been like that for 10,000, 15,000 years, weathering away. And about 20 years ago, it fell over. Somebody went past the next day and it had all fallen over. So, but it's still there. If you look on the Ordnance Survey map, you'll find Agglestone. Yeah, and that is a geological phenomenon in the area as well. So there's two for the new project, the new film project.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Trouble is, there's no movement in them. We make a nice photo shoot, but video, I'm not sure, unless you've got children to run up and down them and round and climb over them.
Pirates or something, and say they've smuggled this big rock down to Poole.
Yeah.
Smuggled it?
Yeah.
What was that, Maria? Smuggled a big rock?
You could smuggle the big rock. You could do a film about smuggling the shoe.
Oh, right.
And then you can come on down.
Yeah. Well, when you see the Agglestone, you think it's got to be what they call an erratic, which was carried there by a glacier of some time in the past. Because you think, well, how do you weather the landscape to leave a big rock like that just standing there, especially when it was balanced on this smaller one in the past? Yeah, amazing.
My favourite big rock is the globe at Dalston.
Oh yes,
the globe.
Phenomenal. The Atlas, which is about 20 foot high.
Yeah,
it's the globe of the world. Have you all seen that?
Yeah.
Can you remember how many tons it weighs, Barry?
No, but it's all the details are written on it, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, I just can't remember the weight of it. But that's something to see.
That's amazing.
Another geological wonder to see is round at Lulworth Cove. If you walk around the cove from the village and you walk round to the left and you go right the way round to the far side and then follow the little footpath and up over the cliffs, if it's very low tide and you look over the cliff, you can see some fossilised tree stumps from an old forest that was down below sea level. And you can see like the root balls where the trees were standing.
There's a fossilised forest in off Bournemouth Beach, between Bournemouth and Studland, up there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was long ago. I was diving there, and it's funny. You sort of go through the forest, like big stumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 30, 40 foot down or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all interesting.
What else?
Most of the old were in the video club.
Was that Barry?
Yeah, I said most of the old fossils locally can be found in the video club.
Yeah, I think
Either in Woodford or Bournemouth.
Yeah, very good. Well, I think it's time that.
I hope everybody enjoyed it tonight.
Yeah, it's been very interesting.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So is it a competition in 2 weeks' time again?
No, I think there's one meeting in between, isn't there?
Oh, I hope so.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think it's a. I think the next one is a members' night, isn't it?
Well, that'd be different.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get YouTube going.
Yeah, we can be grumpy old men, can't we?
Perhaps we could have that. Are you going to put that in for a competition, Barry?
Yeah, keep it as a surprise.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say, we could have a grumpy night, couldn't we, next time?
Yeah, we'll have to call it the Grumpy Club.
I was going to show you something that I'm involved in some choirs. If I put this, if you'd like to look at this, how am I going to be able to do that? What's that? If you want to have a look at this YouTube clip,
certainly.
It's certainly some good video editing on this. I'll just put it into the YouTube if anybody wants to have a look. If I just mute you for a minute.
Kind, she's smart, she's funny, and she
All right, Max.
Okay.
Did you see it or?
Yeah, I got so far, and then it changed, and I thought, no, it's just a film. So while I was dibbing around, I had to start again and then jump 3/4 of the way through.
In the actual choir rather than the charity, but
yeah, but it's very interesting. Yeah,
they encourage us all to film on a phone.
Yeah,
and then send the film in, and then obviously they split the video and the audio up.
Oh,
and edit together basically.
I
think some real good editing there, isn't there? So skills.
Oh yeah, crisp, and I thought, well, that was interesting seeing the black and white and the colour flashes between the two.
Yeah. We do, you know, they teach us the song for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then they give us 2 weeks to put our videos in to sing to it. But it's obviously every video is aimed to raise money for charity.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get a lot of time, do you? You've got to push on to get that done in that time.
I enjoy it because I enjoy some of the songs that they do. So.
That looks very good, Colin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were saying that you do it on your phone and send it in.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And then obviously they you know they obviously take the choir, the music off to make a music track up.
Yeah.
And then obviously also take the video off. So obviously the sync of the video and might not be exact, but I think it's quite effective anyway.
Good. Very good. So how do they get all those pictures of everybody?
I don't know what they do that. I don't know what program they've got.
And they've probably got your special program in there. Yeah. I was going to say they couldn't take a screenshot, could they, of the people? Yeah. Very effective.
Very different. Isn't it?
I want to know which one was Colin.
Is Colin in there somewhere?
I'm afraid I didn't put my entry in for that one. But,
Oh, I thought you were one of those with a big black moustache.
All right. Yeah, I should have done. Yeah.
It's the one with the big muscles at the front.
Yeah, I didn't think I was really a Freddie Mercury type, you know.
Well, I don't know.
I enjoyed his music, but
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll say good night to you all now, and thanks for another interesting evening.
All right.
And look forward to seeing you all again in a couple of weeks.
Stay safe.
Yep.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye then.
So there's quite a few in your choir then, Colin?
Yeah. They've actually got somebody from, well, a couple of people from America as well. So we joined up on YouTube. We were on Facebook and YouTube, but Facebook is banned streaming live music now.
Oh.
So we're just on YouTube now.
So you don't. What before this? Did you used to meet before? Or?
Yeah, we used to meet in Verwood actually.
All right.
In Verwood Community Hall about twice a month or something like that. The girl runs it. She obviously was a music student and very much into kind of choir based and things like that. She used to do rock choir, but now she's gone out on her own on this sweet charity choir. I say they raise money for different charities every time.
Good.
They thought that missing girl, Southampton girl, was quite a worthy cause.
Yeah, I never found her, obviously, no.
No, I don't think, I've not heard that they have, no. But it's trying to raise money for the searchers and things like that. You know, I say it's a different charity every time, so, you know.
That's good, though, isn't it? Yeah.
And obviously we learn different music and different songs.
That's a good song, that one, isn't it? It's a rousing song. You can get your teeth into that if you're singing, I should think.
Yeah, it's amazing how clever they can do things now. One one of my friends conducts an orchestra in Westbourne, and we used to have a chap from America, excuse me, who came over for 6 months and played in the orchestra. And now the chap is running the orchestra online, and this man is now in America, and he joins in the orchestra every week online. So he's playing his tune in America, and the orchestra's playing in Westbourne. Quite amazing. Amazing what they can do.
Yeah, well, so we got this. We got this. They actually did a that choir did a concert at Carnegie Hall. They went and sang in Carnegie Hall, and they got some American kind of interest from there. So every week they join. We got a couple of American people joining in, learning songs from there.
Yeah, clever. It's amazing the way they do those multiple pictures. That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoy it. I say, nice. Well, I'm sure you enjoy your music, Barry.
Of course.
Playing your music, I enjoy singing to some of these songs.
Oh yeah, the taking part is everything. I'm glad to announce I've got my first gig coming up next Monday.
All right.
At the the Bluebird Jazz Club.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. But they're still being terribly fussy. They're only allowed so many people to come and see it, and they're all going to be sitting 2 meters apart inside the club. But nevertheless, it's a start.
Start, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
So there'll be no dancing then, Barry, I don't suppose?
No dancing, no.
Because they normally dance there, don't they?
Sorry, Dave, you won't be able to come and dance.
Not even if you're 2 meters apart.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times to their jazz nights.
Pardon?
I've been to their jazz nights a couple of times.
Good, yeah. Well, you'll have to come. Well, you've heard all of our music, but we do have some different stuff sometimes. So it's Tony in the jazz band.
Right.
So I've had to practice all the week because my fingers have all got soft over this period.
Yeah, I suppose they
so I'm having to play every day to make sure I get my fingers back working again. Yeah. Right, we'll leave it at that then. I'll see you in the morning, Dave.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning, Barry, and I'll see you, Colin.
Okay.
Time. A good evening. Thanks very much.
All right.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good evening. Really enjoyed it.
Good.
Okay. All the best then.
All the best. Good night.